I would like to acknowledge that this video is being filmed on the traditional lands of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation. I pay my respects to their elders past and present, and extend that respect to any Aboriginal, Torres Strait Islander or First Nations people who may be watching this video today. Hi guys, it's Steph here. This is going to be a super informal video, so welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm in a completely different spot. I'm actually sitting in front of my front door because next to me I have this ginormous pile of books that I am unhauling, and I did put a poll up on my community page and most people wanted to see what I was getting rid of because I'm getting rid of over 60 books. Some of them are going to new homes already. They've been earmarked for people. Others will either be using in some donation projects, and also got a little library in the staff room at school and a few other places. So they're all going to go to new homes. I just no longer need them on my shelves. These are all books that I have at one point or another enjoyed. There's a couple of books in here that I haven't read that I'm clearing out, but for the most part, these are things that I've read and enjoyed. But I'll let you know if my tastes have changed or if there was something particularly triggering for why these books are going. I will try and do it in some semblance of an order. I've got them sort of in piles of romancy-ish type books, young adult titles and middle grade titles. For the most part, actually I should say some of these are being cleared up because they're doubles as well, so some of that is a reason, and I am choosing to keep particular copies of books rather than having multiple copies. While I do like to collect books, I also need space on my bookshelves. So I'm clearing out The Rogue King and the Blood King by Abigail Owen. This is a paranormal romance series with dragon shifters. I've read it, I enjoyed it. I read the entire series and I have most of it on my Kindle, so I don't need the physical copies. I have 4 historical romance novels that I haven't read, but I will probably not be reading, so I'm just going to send them on to new homes. There is One Good Earl Deserves a Lover by Sarah MacLean, Never Judge a Lady by her cover by Sarah MacLean, No Good Duke Goes Unpunished by Sarah MacLean, and The Virgin and the Rogue by Sophie Jordan. I'm also going to pass on my copy of Bombshell by Sarah MacLean because if I'm going to continue this series, I'm going to read it in ebook form rather than physical form. All right, I'm also saying goodbye to My Darling Duke by Stacey Reid, Sweet Talking Lover by Tracy Livesay. This is not a historical romance, but it is a mass market size book. Emily Howard's The Beast of Beswick is going. The Heiress Hunt by Joanna Shoup is going. The Hellions Waltz by Olivia Waite, which I did read recently, and I do still have the other 2 books, but this one I just didn't enjoy as much, so I don't feel the need to hold on to it. And then the Bare Knuckle Bastards series by Sarah MacLean, Wicked and the Wallflower, Brazen and the Beast, and Daring and the Duke. I also DNF'd a lady's Formula for Love, so I'm not entirely certain why this one was still sitting here. Crescent City, House of Earth and Blood is going because I'm never going to continue the series. Love Lettering by Kate Claiborne, which was a contemporary romance which I did really enjoy, but I don't feel the need to hold on to this one. The Boyfriend Effect by Kendall Ryan, Dark Lover by J.R. Ward, Playboy Pilot by Penelope Ward and Vi Keelan, The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. This is my second copy, so I don't need 2 of them, and I'm keeping the US illustrated cover because I like that one better. Red, White and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston, One to Watch by Kate Stayman London. I loved this for its Chris Evans references, but it's not enough to make me keep the physical copy. Inner Holidays by Christina Lauren, Isabel Carmody's Metro Winds, Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab, and Because You Love to Hate Me, edited by Anne Reid. Some more romancy books, and before anyone has words at me about this, these are doubles that I'm clearing out and they're going to friends because I have a second set of signed personalized editions that the author sent me, so I don't feel the need to hold on to both because they're exactly the same. So There Is Not My Type and Love Flush by Evie Mitchell. These are already earmarked for new homes, which I'm very excited for them to go to because I am making it my mission now to encourage as many people as possible to read Evie Mitchell because her books bring me so much joy. My duplicate copy of Electric Idol by Katie Robert is going. I have another one that is signed and personalized. 6 Wakes by Mel Lafferty. Actually, this is not a romance, this is a sci-fi. The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter by Theodora Goss. I read this recently and I enjoyed it, but it's not a favorite of mine. Conventionally Yours by Annabeth Albert. The first 3 books in the Bromance Book Club. So there is the Bromance Book Club, Undercover Bromance, and Crazy Stupid Bromance. I read the first 2, I didn't read the third one. I don't really have plans to continue this series by Lyssa Kay Adams, so they are going to a new home. Follow Me Darkly by Helen Hart, How to Fail at Flirting by Denise Williams, It Feels Like Home by Lisa Island, The Awakening by Nora Roberts, How to Mend a Broken Heart by Rachel Johns, and Empire of the Vampire by Jo Christoph, which I'm getting rid of because I'm very unhappy with some of the comments that the author now makes, which is really sad because he co-wrote one of my favorite young adult series, which I will still read to this day, but I just will not be talking about it on my channel. Okay, then we're moving into young adult middle grade that sort of category. A lot of these I'm clearing out because I don't tend to read a lot of young adult anymore. That's not something that interests me. So if I do read it, I'm usually reading it for review, and then I'm happy to pass those copies on to other people who are trying to build their collection. There is Felix Ever After by Kaysen Callender, which is a fantastic young adult book. I highly recommend it. Enola Holmes and the Black Barouche by Nancy Springer. This was one that was sent to me unsolicited. I didn't actually end up reading it. The Edge of 13 by Nova Wheatman. Hold Back the Tide by Melinda Salisbury is a really cool paranormal thrillerish type story, but I'm not going to be rereading it. A Shadow's Breath by Nicole Hayes. What I Like About Me by Jenna Giam. What the Woods Keep by Katja de Becerra. Small Spaces by Sarah Epstein. Pumpkinheads by Rainbow Rowell. And the first 4 volumes of Heartstopper by Alice Oseman are also going to a friend. We're nearly there. Last pile. Off the Map by Scott Gardner is another unsolicited review copy that I received. The Other Side of Perfect by Mariko Turk. Wild Beauty by Anne-Marie McLemore is an absolutely gorgeous book. Part of me is wondering why I'm getting rid of such a beautiful book, but I know that I'm not going to reread it. I'd rather it go to a new home where it can be loved and enjoyed more than just gathering dust on my shelf. The Astonishing Chronicles of Oscar from Elsewhere by Jacqueline Moriarty. The Aurora Cycle by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. Aurora Rising, Aurora Burning, and Aurora's End. And then finally, the last 3 books are the Lady Helen series by Alison Goodman. There's Lady Helen and the Dark Days Club, Lady Helen and the Dark Days Pact, and Lady Helen and the Dark Days Deceit. That is my unhaul, and I'm surprised I got this into one video clip. So I'm going to wrap this up really quickly before my camera cuts off on me. Now they're just being sent on to new places so that they can continue their journey and delight other readers now that they are off my shelves. I hope that wherever you are in the world, you are staying safe and healthy, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye everyone.